Heading down that highway to my code. 2 wheels and an engine is all I need. I'm running on caffeine and gasoline. I'm running on caffeine and gasoline.
You actually got some brake in this.
All right.
Right?
What's up, guys?
Hey, dude. What's going on, Danny?
What's going on there?
Vintage kind of like 50s land speed kind of like design.
Yeah.
Old school.
Cool, right?
Yeah, I like it. We're coming out finally to get our bikes sort of tested. It's been, it's been kind of one of those years where a lot of stuff going on, so we weren't 100% ready. So now we got all of our bikes back together.
As the shop got super busy and we needed a little extra help here and there, Mikey had been helping us with car shows and the moto meetups and stuff, and he was just getting out of the military, and we kind of needed that extra help. What I'm going to try and do, which is an old flat track trick, is bring up the peg on the right side. I'm going to shave down my bracket a little bit because it's this big funky bracket, and get this thing running tip top for the season.
One of the cool things that I did was I laced these wheels. I got a tutorial together with Tom and Thaison, who showed me how to lace these 19-inch wheels for the flat tracker, and it was one of the coolest things I did.
Probably get this guy off next. This big old piece of metal. Probably shave this guy down too. Just do like a little U shape right here.
I feel like I'm really close here. Like I was saying, I want to get in here and pull the piston and shave some of that off.
As we get to this next race, which is our last race, it was really cool to look back at how far we came as a shop, as a team. It was cool to see how far Jimmy came.
Yeah.
He was so pumped to get out there and race.
He's loving it, man.
Yeah, totally.
He's into it.
He got Josiah out there, and he's out there racing with Josiah and kind of training him into flat track and motocross. It's, it was a really cool thing to see. Yeah,
that last race that Josiah ran with the kids class, man, it was, we kind of talked about this on our podcast. Remember, he was coming in and he was behind the leader, who was an older kid, and everybody was super stoked because he was like passing all the other kids, and even though he didn't win that race, it was like he won that race, right?
Yeah,
because he got second, the older kids in front of him, but everybody was like just cheering him on. It was awesome.
Jimmy's been like so excited to flat track, and I remember when he first got that bike and brought it in, and like we were kind of looking at his tires and his geometry and everything, and it was just cool to see the progression of how far he's come.
He took it seriously.
Oh yeah,
like he literally, laser aligned his wheel, replacing the belt with the sprocket, and it was cool to see him get so into it. I'm excited to see what he does this weekend.
Yeah,
I know, you.
He's my
Marty
competition.
And Jimmy.
And Jimmy takes it serious too.
Does.
Like every couple times that I've gotten ahead of him, I just see him out the corner of my eye, and he's just pushing it that much harder because he doesn't like to be behind somebody.
No.
He feels better in the lead.
Yeah.
Where I like to come up and I like to try and catch people. I don't know.
That's because we spend our life trying to catch up to people. Sure. It's cool to see Jimmy out there and Josiah. It's the thing that we've always wanted to encourage, is getting next generation out there, and Jimmy's doing it with his son, so it's cool to see.
Yeah.
I think I'm ready. How are you? You ready to go?
No, this bike isn't going to make it.
Seriously, dude? The DT? Really?
I broke the bracket on that tank that mounts that tank, dude. So that guy came off, and then I snapped one of the bolts on the tail section.
Dude, why is your stuff always rattling off? What's up with that?
Well, it's a 74. I mean, I know it's younger than you are. It's not as old as you, but it's older than me.
Pretty close.
You'll never be alone.
So, I just got word that Josh is leaving us. We're really excited. He graduated and will be following his passion and his career pathway. So it's really exciting. Pretty bummed to be losing such a great dude. But what I'm most nervous about is that I have to go tell Thaison. He's been having some issues with his bike and everything, so he's already in a really good mood. So I get to go be the bearer of even better news.
Yeah, so he's streaming it like.
Hey, boss. Hi. So I just talked to Josh, and I found out that he got a job.
He's got a job.
Yeah, but one more, aligning in his career path. How's school going?
It's going all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about you?
It's all right. He's been a barista for a very long time, but now he's gonna go zap some brains.
So what does that mean? Like he's bailing?
I think you know what that means. We knew this day was coming. I mean, it's obviously never good timing to be losing one of
No, it's
our
terrible
baristas.
timing.
Well, I just thought I would just add on to what you're already going through. So.
Thank you. Shelby just dropped a bomb on us. It's not the end of the world, but in order for us to really get the race team going, we need that closer shift on the weekends. So, it's the same old thing here sometimes. 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. We just don't have enough time in the day to get all the things done that we do for the shop. We just got this new roaster that we're learning to roast on. We're trying to get our flat track bikes ready. Shelby wants to race. Mikey wants to race. We're trying to build the community, and at the same time, we're struggling. We're treading water here just to, keep up with how busy the shop has been.
So now that we're coming to the end of the race season for flat track, and we finished up the SMRI road racing season about 3 or 4 weeks ago, it's interesting to look back and see where we've gone and how far we've come. It's something that I never expected to be involved with. I didn't think at 50 years old I'd start racing motorcycles, It's not really something that people my age get into unless you're just a little bit crazy, but, got to keep living life as best as we can, and, it makes it interesting to continue to push the bounds a little bit. So when I decided to race the R75 BMW and turn that into a vintage road racing bike, I knew there was going to be a little bit of work that I'd have to do. I was going to have to probably change the carburetors, get rid of those CV carbs, and put some Mikuni race carbs on there. I kind of reached out to a friend of ours named Marc Beyer, and he's from OCD Racing in Santa Fe.
So both carburetors need to open at the same time for full performance. If it doesn't, then one carburetor works more, the other one is lazier, doesn't get the full potential.
Marc's from Germany originally and has ridden and raced BMWs for years, so he's kind of the BMW guru. I got to tell you, once we got out on the track after working with Marc for a little while, that R75 really ran great. Considering it's a 40-year-old 750 air-cooled motor, it really was a joy to ride, and I got to thank Marc for giving me a hand on getting that thing together.
So this year's SMRI Sandia race season was pretty good. Steve Brown was able to help me out a little bit, help me out on that gearing.
So Thaison, remind me, you've got stock gearing on this thing still. Sure. It's just the way it came, right? So ideally what you've got to do, because Sandia is so short, you've got to go to a smaller countershaft sprocket.
We got the position of the bike kind of leveled out a little bit better. And it was a pretty solid season. We didn't get to make as many races as we wanted, Steve and I. We just got busy here at the shop, and sometimes we got to pay the bills and keep the customers happy. But I think this next season coming up, I think it's going to be a better season, and we hope to make more races and just get faster lap times. So now with that kind of wrapped up and the season being over, we're really looking forward to the flat track, the ending of the flat track season, and just to see what happens tonight. Hopefully we're fast and we wrap up and it's a good season and nothing crazy happens. We don't want any major accidents the last race of the year. So we just hope to end this season on a solid note.
So we just got out here to the track, and it's a really, really, really nice day. But Bill's already having a little bit of a meltdown because he busted his buckle on his boot. He doesn't think he's going to be able to race. So hopefully this little surprise package I have for him is going to brighten his day a little bit, and let's see how it goes today.
I was totally kidding. But
maybe if you had your own shirt.
Oh. And look, we got a 3XL. Oh my God. Oh.
It's been kind of a joke all season about whether he's going to be on the rig racing team or is he part of the rig racing team, and kind of just been teasing him all season that he had to earn his stripes. So he's made a lot of comments about when am I going to get a really cool Rustus Gold racing jersey like everybody else, and kind of just been stringing him along a little bit, teasing him a little bit.
Wasn't that? Thank you. Thanks, man. Thanks. Come here. Thanks, buddy. Get over here.
Now you can't go home.
Well, I wasn't. I was just going to sit here and drink.
So the guys are out on the track right now doing a warm-up lap. It looks pretty good. So it's gonna be a good time. Garcia's out there just giving it all he's got because he's an old man and got a lot to prove. So it's gonna be a good time.
I decided since I'm not racing, I'll go ahead and bring out some dogs, cook them up, some beers for the guys at the end of the race, and kind of celebrate for the end of the season. So we're just waiting for them to get off the track here, and we'll see how it goes.
Man, what a crazy practice. The first heat was kind of wild. Jimmy's bike is giving him some issues. So he was pushing it kind of hard, but he was a little squirrely. And I don't know if it was just the tires at the end of the season, if they're just worn out or what, but he felt like he was getting a little squirrely. I could see him on the side of me, just the back end was kind of shifting all over the place, and he was pushing it pretty hard.
So I just got done with my practice lap, and of course Crazy Gage is out there, and as soon as we take off, he pops a wheelie. I see him out of the corner of my eye. He's right next to me, starts coming over next to me, and it's like, come on, Gage. I know it's your first time on Mike Prieur's bike. That TT500's got a lot of power of it. Jesus. So they just had last call for twins, which is Thaison, Jimmy, and Marty. Can't wait to see it. Mikey and I are going to head up to the holding at the north side of the track and see if we can see how it goes there. They're both looking a little squirrely out there.
Yeah, I don't think the track's that good tonight.
Yeah.
It's pretty loose. Then they go again.
Oh shit! Is that Marty?
Oh yeah, Marty's picking it up. That old man's got it. It looks like Jimmy just got around Marty right now, actually. Yep, there he goes.
Oh man, they're slipping pretty good out there.
Oh yeah, not good.
What happened?
I don't know. I don't see anybody now.
We can't see what's going on. Everything's stopped. We can't see the racers or any of the bikes, and everybody's just kind of waiting. We have not seen Thaison or Jimmy come around. I did see Marty come around into the pit, but I haven't seen anybody else.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna go take off and go see. I'll go catch it over there. You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna head back over to the pits and see what's going on. Lots of people talking about a crash.
The ambulance just went by. We haven't seen Thaison or Jimmy. I have Josiah with me. He's a little bit freaked out because his dad was out on the track, so we're just waiting to see if everyone's all right.